Incorporating high-intensity interval training, HIIT, into your routine is one of the most effective and time-efficient strategies for reducing visceral fat, the dangerous, metabolically active fat that wraps around your internal organs. Unlike subcutaneous fat that sits just beneath the skin, visceral fat disrupts hormone balance, increases inflammation, raises your risk of type 2 diabetes, and contributes to cardiovascular disease. And while many forms of exercise help, HIIT has emerged from clinical trials as a particularly powerful intervention for targeting this hidden fat. HIIT works by alternating short bursts of intense physical effort. Think sprinting, jump squats, cycling at max speed, with brief recovery periods. These intervals trigger a potent metabolic response. Your body shifts into high gear, using both aerobic and anaerobic energy systems. This isn't just about burning calories during the workout. The intensity of HIIT creates what's known as excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, EPOC, a prolonged period after your session when your body continues to burn fat at an elevated rate, including visceral fat deep in the abdomen. What sets HIIT apart is its ability to significantly lower insulin levels and improve insulin sensitivity in a short amount of time. Since visceral fat is highly responsive to insulin dynamics, this makes HIIT especially effective. In fact, multiple studies comparing HIIT to traditional steady-state cardio, like jogging or brisk walking, have found that HIIT leads to greater reductions in waist circumference and abdominal fat, often in less total exercise time. But there's a warning. HIIT is intense for a reason. It places higher demands on your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems, and if done improperly, without sufficient rest, warm-up, or proper form, it can increase your risk of injury or burnout. It's not the right starting point for everyone, especially if you're new to exercise, dealing with joint issues, or recovering from illness. In those cases, building a solid foundation with moderate intensity cardio is essential before ramping up. That said, for those who are able, just 2 to 3 HIIT sessions per week can create meaningful metabolic changes. A sample routine might include 30 seconds of high-effort activity, like jumping jacks, cycling sprints, or uphill running, followed by 60 to 90 seconds of slow movement or complete rest, repeated for 15 to 25 minutes total. You don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership. Bodyweight movements performed at high speed can be just as effective. The results go far beyond aesthetics. HIIT has been shown to reduce markers of inflammation, improve blood pressure, enhance brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, which supports brain health, and reduce the likelihood of developing insulin resistance or fatty liver disease. These effects directly counter the damage visceral fat inflicts on your internal organs. It's also important to remember that HIIT works best as part of a broader lifestyle approach. When combined with anti-inflammatory eating, regular movement, quality sleep, and stress management, HIIT acts like a metabolic amplifier, accelerating fat loss while strengthening your heart, lungs, and muscles. But it cannot outpace poor diet or chronic stress. If you're eating processed foods high in sugar or operating on 5 hours of sleep per night, the fat loss effects of HIIT will be blunted. In summary, HIIT is a powerful tool for visceral fat reduction, but like all powerful tools, it must be used wisely. When integrated safely into your weekly routine, it doesn't just burn calories, it transforms your metabolism. It tells your body that energy needs to be used, not stored. It trains your cells to respond to insulin, not resist it. And it sends a message deep into your physiology that fat stored around the organs is no longer necessary. The payoff is more than cosmetic. With each session, you're not just getting fitter, you're taking back control from a silent but dangerous threat. And perhaps best of all, you can do it in less time than many people spend scrolling through social media.